What is going on YouTube? I am Marcus. This is Proper Retro Boots on YouTube. You can also find us on Instagram. Today I am bringing you the first of what is probably my most requested video type ever, which is reviews of the classic boots that we sell, or I sell, on our Instagram and our website. Starting off with the Nike Tiempo Legend 6 firm ground chef's kiss. Released in 2015, the Legend 6 is a truly simplistic and incredible piece of football boot design. Now, the Tiempo is one of the most prestigious lines in all of football boot history. There's a reason they're still making Tiempos now, why so many players love them, and what the Legend 6 did to improve on the already amazing foundations before it came in a couple of hidden technical innovations, things you wouldn't think of to look at the boot that make it that extra bit special to actually wear on foot. Now, these features include the internal cushioned cage, which you can see here, the ribs on there. Now, this was because in previous Tiempos they'd gone for a fully quilted upper with stitching to make the quilted effect on top for extra control and comfort. Now what they did differently with this, as you can see these faint ridges on the side and all the way around, this is an internal piece of structuring to help maintain the shape of the boot at all times, not compromising the structural integrity of the outer, but making sure you get ultimate comfort and shape on the boot at all times. This combined with its one-piece full leather upper, as you can see, this is one panel that wraps underneath, and then the central lacing system down the middle means that you have incredible comfort and control all the way across the foot. No panels to separate, but these slight ridges again for extra control and shape on the boot. Lovely heel counter, great colorways for the Legend 6, and of course the sole plate, simple, perfect. One that is still requested by some pros now on their made-to-measure boots by Nike that are produced mainly in Italy. They absolutely slapped, and there is no doubt about it. This is a pair of boots that I've sold a ton of, especially in this colorway. I have 4 or 5 pairs of these brand new in my size, hidden in the cupboard over there, so I can keep wearing them all the time because they are probably the best boot I've ever worn, along with a couple of other notable mentions like CTR Mastery 3 and the 11 Pro 3. Of course, whenever you get a top tier Nike boot, you have ACC technology. What does ACC really do? I don't know. All conditions control. You know, when you see the ACC, it's pretty good. I'm not a super technical boot nerd. I know enough, but you know, if anyone could tell me what ACC really does on all these different boots, drop it in the comments below. So, the Legend 6, an incredible piece of simplistic design, innovative technology at the time in 2015, still loved now. And the question is, are they still good to wear? You can see from this pair, pretty beaten up. It's my current playing pair. Yes, these are amazing to play in still. I'm going to give you a little breakdown and review of why I find this boot so good. I'm going to try and grab a couple of clips of me kicking a ball around in them. I'll probably have to film that on my phone, so sorry if the quality isn't as good, but I'll try and get some footage to drop in here of me wearing these, and I'll try them on foot now and film that on here just so I can give you a breakdown of the fit and stuff like that. So I'll catch you in the next section of the video.
Excited for the staggy? I fucking know. Oh, they work.
So now we have Legend 6 on foot. Yes, they may be on the carpet in the boot room, not on the pitch, but what I'm going to talk about quickly now, for me, which is the best aspect of these, is the fit. Now, Tiempos are all about simplicity, and for me, just looking down here, you can see these lovely ridges here, the stitching in the toe, but the fit is the main thing. I have quite a wide foot, so obviously my reviews are going to be subjective, based on my opinions of how the boots fit me, what I enjoy, etc. But as you can see, I'm wearing a UK 10.5 here. I have a very wide foot in this section. They fit perfectly, not too much space in the toe. I always have a little bit of extra here due to the shape of my stupid fat feet, but they look amazing on foot. The fit is fantastic, the comfort is off the charts. I can't really explain that in a video until you've worn a pair yourself. But they are everything that you'd want in a football boot. Now, one of the other things that makes the Legend 6 so great is its versatility. You'll often hear people talk about different boots for different positions on the pitch. You might think of a Tiempo as more of a midfielder or a defender's boot, but honestly, these being so lightweight and such a beautiful soft leather, it gives you brilliant control any area of the pitch. The sole play is not too aggressive, means if you are running, turning constantly in any position, you should be fine safety wise. Obviously the ACC does something, but yeah, technically perfect. There isn't any added bells and whistles that aren't needed, no gimmicks, just a brilliant simple leather boot, perfected in my opinion. I've personally worn these playing in defence, playing in midfield, and even playing as a big man up top in the recent shirts versus boots football game that we played between a bunch of us Instagrammers who are shirt collectors, boot collectors, etc. I'm going to drop in a clip now of me scoring an absolute worldie wearing a pair of these.
Now you've got to admit that goal wasn't too bad for a big fat slow guy who's never played up front in his life. Maybe we can put it all down to the boot. I've spent the last few minutes going to town on how good these boots are. It's almost as if I have a couple of pairs for sale. But you might be asking, are there any downsides? And the only downside personally that I've experienced or that any customers have told me about is that wearing these, as with any older boot, if you're playing on 4G, artificial ground, really hard pitches, stuff like that, the toe box does tend to separate a little bit after some wear. I've worn my personal pair here for maybe 10-ish games on Astro, and they're starting to open up on the toe a little bit. Everything else completely fine, no separation around the instep, which usually happens with me, just a little bit on the toe from kicking the ground. Obviously though, any older boots, and this goes literally anything, it could be 3 years old, could be 20 years old, they're going to be more prone to damage if they've been sat around literally gathering dust or whatever. Materials aren't going to hold up forever, things will break eventually. You have to experience, all football boots will break if you wear them, but they're there to be worn. So the only downside I would say is potentially the durability, with them being what, 6 years old now. But yeah, that is the risk that you take with older boots. Now, one last perk I want to talk about with these, obviously I sell football boots. If you don't already know that, check us out on Instagram or the website www.properretroboots.com. It's written behind me. I sell these right now brand new with boot bag, no original box. I've got a couple of pairs left. I've sold about 20 pairs of these brand new for £139 plus shipping. So £139 now on a brand new pair in a shop, unless you go to an outlet or something like that, will get you a mid-tier pair of boots if you want. So Nike Vapor Pros or the new Tiempo 9 Pro, something like that, they'll be around 120, 130 quid. The top tier ones are 200 to 230, 240 quid for the brand new Nike boots. So you are getting, in my opinion, one of the best boots of all time at a mid-tier price, brand new. They are still very sought after, but just the way the boot market works, all the boots always sell under RRP. So really, for the money, I feel like you're getting a brilliant boot. That is it for the review. Overall, I give the Nike Tiempo Legend 6 a 9.75 out of 10. We're kicking things off with a home run out the park. Big hitter. For me personally, one of the best boots I've ever worn. I've got a couple of pairs left, a UK 8 and a UK 10.5 that are up for sale on the website and on the Instagram. Drop me a message, comment on here. Please let me know if you've liked this video, okay? This is the first review video that I've done. Let me know what you like, what you don't like, if I need to speak a bit slower, if there's any other aspects of the boot that you want me to cover in the reviews, etc. It's my first time doing it. Everyone's first time's a little rough, right? So please let me know, like the video, subscribe to the channel for loads more content. There's gonna be more reviews coming. There are vlogs, behind the scenes of how I run the business, other stuff coming up, different kinds of videos. So please stick around, watch as much content from us as you can stand to before you get sick of my voice and this dead trim. I'm about to go get a fresh fade now, actually, ready for the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, become a season ticket holder here at Proper Retro Boots, and we'll have more content coming very, very soon. Cheers.